Hi everyone, Gigi here from Own Your Alchemy, here to help you master your mindset so you can manifest results on repeat. Today we're going to be talking about affirmations. Now, chances are if you clicked on this video, it's because you're curious about affirmations or you've tried affirmations in the past, got frustrated and gave up. Don't get me wrong, I definitely fell into that second camp for quite some time until I figured out this one key tip that I'm going to share with you in a little bit. Now, what exactly are affirmations? Affirmations are simply phrases or mantras that you say to yourself on repeat. And how do affirmations work? They work through repetition. The goal of affirmations isn't to manifest your desires instantly. They're meant to shift your mindset and your frequency, to prime your brain for optimism and positivity, so you'll naturally notice and attract opportunities that you may have once missed. Let me give you an example. Back in 2003, psychologist Richard Wiseman conducted a study between self-proclaimed lucky and unlucky people. He gave them each an identical task, to read through a newspaper and count how many photographs were inside. On the second page, in bold letters, he had written, "There are 43 photographs in this newspaper. Stop reading immediately." Now, the lucky people found this within a couple seconds and immediately ended the experiment, while the unlucky people took on average 2 minutes to discover this, and obviously took a lot longer to finish the experiment. So what's the conclusion here? They had the same task, the only difference is how they saw themselves. Which begs the question, how many opportunities do you think you've overlooked simply because of limiting beliefs or faulty stories that you've been telling yourself? Whether it's about your luck, success, abundance, wealth, whatever it may be, we all carry and harbor these stories that could be impacting us more than we realize. Now that we know a little bit about affirmations and what they can do, what's the best way to implement them? You want them to absorb into your subconscious, and the best way to do that is through sleep. A lot of people listen to affirmation tracks at nighttime so that it embeds into your subconscious much more easily. Otherwise, you're going to spend most of your day trying to robotically affirm and fighting against yourself, which feels very frustrating and unnatural, which is why many people tend to give up on them. I'm a firm believer that to make affirmations really work for you, you should record them in your own voice. I like to use the app ThinkUp. I'm not sponsored by them in any way, but there's many benefits to using this app, and for someone who's been very resistant to affirmations in the past, this was a game changer for me. For one, they have a free version. Number two, you can record your affirmations in your own voice and even write them out beforehand so you know exactly what to say. You can categorize them, so if you want to make playlists by different categories, you can do that, which I also like to do. You can add music over the top and adjust the volume so it doesn't become too overwhelming, especially if you're trying to sleep. And best of all, you can set a timer so that if you want to do this at bedtime, you can just let it run for an hour as opposed to letting your phone run all night. Now, the key component to recording affirmations is how you phrase them. And this is what I mentioned in the beginning of the video, where a lot of people get hung up and where it starts to feel very frustrating. Many times we jump straight to I am, which creates a lot of resistance. Our self-concept hasn't caught up to that yet, so it can feel very unnatural. Instead, you should start using phrases like I am starting to believe, or it's natural for me to start believing. These help you kind of bridge the gap between where you are now and where you're going. If you just jump straight to I'm wealthy or I'm successful, that can create a lot of internal resistance and then the affirmations aren't effective. Then you want to give up because you feel like you're lying to yourself. Instead, using these bridge phrases is going to help you shift from one self-concept to another in a more gentle manner and one that feels believable and achievable to you. As time goes on, you can adapt your affirmations to be a little stronger or firmer in the new identity that you want to create. I want to provide you with a few quick do's and don'ts when you're first starting out with affirmations. And again, this is coming from someone who was not a believer in them for a very long time. Don't expect it to be a quick fix. Anything that has to do with reprogramming your subconscious brain or changing your self-concept or your new identity is going to take some time. These thoughts and beliefs that you've been carrying about yourself have been living in your subconscious for years or decades even, so you can't expect to rewrite them overnight. It's like you're reprogramming the code of a computer. You got to gently rewrite the script over time. I would give it at least 21 days of consistent usage before you start to notice any effects. Number two is don't use affirmations that you don't emotionally resonate or connect with. Don't force yourself to say things just because you saw someone else do it or you think that's what you should be be saying about yourself. Find ones that feel natural to you. Number 3 is don't overload yourself with 150 different affirmations. Pick one area of your life that you want to focus on and just do that for now and see how it feels. See what comes up internally. See if you're having any resistance or if it's starting to feel a little more natural to you as you listen to them at nighttime. Then you can start to kind of pick and choose which areas of your life you want to focus on. Now, here's a quick list of do's that I recommend when you're first starting out. One is to pair it with another habit they're already doing. This is called habit stacking, and it ensures that you'll create that consistency that's going to help you get the results. Maybe after you brush your teeth, you get into bed and set your timer to listen to your affirmations. I would recommend setting a timer so that your phone battery isn't running all night long. Another do that I recommend is to create some emotional charge behind your affirmations. As you're listening to them, allow that feeling to really sink into your body, because pairing the thought with the feeling is going to make it that much more powerful. Your brain doesn't know the difference between real versus an imagined act, so if you can even pair it with a little visualization, that's going to add a little extra impact for you. Number 3 is definitely try this out before a big event or something that you typically be nervous for. See how you can change your self-concept and walk into the room a little more confident than you normally would, and see how people react differently to you as a result. So now that we've had our little crash course in affirmations and how to make them work for you, make sure you leave a comment below and let me know which affirmations you're working on right now. And if you want a little extra help diving deep and figuring out what would work best for you, be sure to book a one-on-one coaching session with me below. Take care.